Oh, my back, the laminated beast, and I have back. With Sousaku Kanojo, and I was told that it's not really that long, so that might as well do her route. I'm not happy about it, but might as well.
もしもし、お兄ちゃん？
You hear me?
アイサさんのこと見送れた？
I saw her off. Hey, Yumemi. Should I really have encouraged her then? My vision's suddenly getting blurry. Alright, I'm crying.
私も正解なんてわからないよ。でも、お兄ちゃんが今も間違いだって思ってないのなら、それは正しかったんじゃないのかな。
I'm certain I made the right decision. As ported on my own volition, I regret my decision. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. I get up from the bench. Still feels like there's so many loose ends. Sense of grief envelops me. Nonetheless, I must keep moving forward. Because if I don't, Isa will probably mock me. He's not gonna be mocking you for long. I'm still betting that the fucking grave awaits her. I'm gonna do my best too. Someday I'll ask her what she meant by that kiss. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking... Huh? I'm sorry, but I couldn't control myself any longer. Yumemi's chapter part 1. Now, someday I'll ask her what she meant by that kiss. Bitch ass! It's not that hard to figure out! It's been a month since I left the city. I thought this man resolved to not be the dense visual novel protagonist anymore. It's been a month since I left the city, and I'm finally in my 3rd year of school.
このクラスの担任のウイシ姫子だ。お前たちはついに最上級生となった。つまり各々の進路を定め、それに向かって進む期間ということだ。
I thought for a second that she was like fucking Soluchino Sadame. じゃー！
学園生活の集大成とも言える1年になる。心して励んでほしい。
Record yesterday. Didn't feel like it. I was on my fucking PC. The first time I was on my PC yesterday was fucking 1 a.m. That's when I went down here and fucking turned it on because I don't know. I had some stuff to do during the day. And afterwards, it's just kind of like laid the fuck down in bed after a shower and then just kind of like forgot to stand up and go down here until it was way too fucking late. Either way.
長話をする気はない。以上だ。解散。
Also, since people have already asked, and I've only thus far mentioned it in a video in the fucking co-host, aka probably people didn't fucking see that. Plans for Draku Riot, since that's finally out. Co-host. It's gonna be a co-host after we are done with Labyrinth. Anyways. Class erupts into vibrant discussion. It was our last year, as for the classmates, always spending the final year with.
ついに私たちも3年生ですわね。
いやはや、時が経つのは早いね。
These two, not surprised they're here with me. Yeah, one person is no longer with us. My eyes were naturally drawn to the space where she should have been. Yet no one is there. The way the current reality sets in when I realize that.
どうしたトシキ？
That's nothing.
もうアイサさんはいないのですよ。
I know, I'm fine.
それならその新規臭い顔をなんとかしてくださいまし。見ているこっちが正気に当てられて落ち込んだ気分になりますので。
Yuma, do you look that depressed?
そうだね。元気はないなって感じてたよ。
Sorry, seriously thought I was better now. All the better to smile more. Sorry for making you feel like that, Shion.
別に謝る必要はないですけど、本当に大丈夫ですの？
I'm fine. Been more than a month now.
それなら良いのですけど。
なんだかんだとしきを心配しているあたり、うちの妹の性格の良さが見え隠れしているね。
He's gonna complain about being the older sister again.
心配なんてしていませんわ。近くにいたらこっちまで影響が出そうだからと手を打っているだけですもの。あと私が姉です。
I watched the trite sibling quarrel play out as I glanced back to where she should have been. But I still care about it. I can always sigh whenever it is how hopeless I am. With the new school year in full swing, the entire team gets together, except for Aisa. Since Yukisaki is now in university, she's in her casual clothes as opposed to being in a uniform.
都市の進捗が芳しくない。まだスケジュールに大きな影響は与えていないけど、このままだと致命的な遅延につながる。
I mean, the devastating delay started when you suddenly lost one of your fucking writers, and hence doubling the fucking workload of the writer that was left behind. The schedule is doomed now. Either fucking way. It's not like it's not like y'all's got EA breathing down your necks. Just chill. Why yes, I did watch the Madular Ultima 7. 7? 8? 8. Ultima 8? 7. Ultima 8. Pagan. No, that's the one. I did watch that video before. Over the course of today. I do like the random ass fucking reviews this man does. Like, first off, old ass games. Second off, obscure ass games sometimes. Like, have you all heard of fucking Tech War? I certainly haven't until I watched that video. Outside that, he's essentially just going down the line of all the fucking games made by Origin. Or I guess the more apt descriptor would be Honeywood. I think that was... What was Lord British again? Richard Garriott, not Honeywood. Where the fuck did I get Honeywood? God, he's old. What is Richard Honeywood up to now? No, I said Richard Honeywood again. Richard Garriott. The wrong Richard. I know there's a Honeywood in there as well. Richard Garriott. No. Back to the topic at hand. It's alright.
もしかしてまたスランプになったの？
It's not that I can still write. It's just that words aren't coming out as fast. Can't concentrate as well as I used to for some reason.
アイサのことまだ引きずってるの？
I wish I could deny that. That was my responsibility. Shouldn't let that slow me down. I'm sure I'll return to
お
normal.
兄ちゃん。
Gonna go get something to drink. I depart from the room as if I were running away from something. I'm sure that if I stayed, they would only offer words of comfort. I don't want that at all. I don't want a way to over. I don't want a way. I only want a way to overcome this predicament. I'll take some coffee out of the fridge and pour it into a cup. I want to tell everyone else, but it feels as if I have a gaping hole in my heart. That explains my lack of concentration and deterioration and writing speed. The same thing happened when I first moved. Back then, I was able to distract myself from my feelings by writing and creating. But now I can't even do that. I'm in a rougher shape compared to before. Oh, shake my head denying the fact that I was thinking about the past. I'm currently the only writer for AS. I have to carry both my weight and ISIS. Alright. Try to cheer myself up by bringing the cup of coffee to my mouth. So better.
今までありがとう。私の最初で最後の恋した人。
Yes, yes, she's gonna fucking die, we know.
君に恋をして本当によかった。さようなら。トシ君も元気でね。
Shit. Lean back in my chair and look up at the ceiling. I haven't reached out to Isa since then. Because if I do, the first thing I'll ask about is that kiss. Yeah, come in.
今大丈夫？
Nah, it's fine. I'm just taking a little break.
なら入るね。
What's up? Usually not here this late.
なんていうか、お兄ちゃんのことが心配で。
Don't worry about me. I'm sure time will heal all wounds.
もう1ヶ月だよ。お兄ちゃん、アイサさんがいなくなってからずっと暗い顔をしてるから。
Sorry for worrying you. I'll do my best to get back to normal as soon as possible.
それだと解決になってない。お兄ちゃんが我慢しているだけになっちゃってる。私、そんなのは嫌だよ。
Yumemi. I'm not bottling anything. Look, I can see I'm improving. I mean, I'm already starting to get my rhythm back. Yumemi, you don't have to work. Huh? CG moment. Yeah, the first time in ages that a funny cactus thumbnail has happened for the coast because by God, we wasted too much time.
私、伊達に2年も一緒に暮らしてないよ。お兄ちゃんが無理をしてるって、そのくらいはわかるから。
You and me.
私は絶対いなくならないよ。だって、私はお兄ちゃんの妹だから。
You're not.
まあ、似せたけど。
Just then, my fake sister's mouth begins to relax. Such a horrible brother. Maybe make my little sister worry about me. I'm getting so sentimental over everything. I made a promise to Ice. I told her I would continue being a creator. So what am I now? I'm just some deadbeat now. I'm sorry.
お兄ちゃんが謝る。
That's only so embarrassing, exposing a shameful part of myself to my little sister. Need to continue moving forward. Yumemi steps away from me. Thank you, Yumemi. Thanks you, I found a way to scold myself for being so worthless.
私、役に立った？
Yeah, Like one of those characters that tells me the weakness of the final boss in an RPG.
そっか。ならよかった。
Reminds me, I did recently find a manga that I'm personally enjoying, where the entire concept is like it is. I hate the fact that it is actually kind of fresh. That it's a oh hey MCOP manga, but it's like it's not free. Like everything isn't just free in the concept, because the main character is essentially he can create magic and items by spending a level. Yes, it's a retarded ass level based manga. However, it is just 100% taking it in fucking comedy, because like he will frequently just see a spell he can make, get overexcited, spend it all, sit there at level 1, have a panic attack over being one shot if he messes up, kill an enemy, and then he's literally just like, for example, he saves someone from like a monster as they're getting attacked. They walk up to him to essentially thank him, and he's just standing there completely covered in level up messages. Don't worry, he'll die down in a second. So how's the weather looking? And I hate the fact that that's actually kind of funny and fresh in the grand scheme of things. Because it's like so fucking frequent. It's like, oh yeah, he's just kind of fucking busted without no goddamn drawbacks. Yes, he's still busted, but at least there's no. It's not like, oh yeah, you just have a free fucking win. It is just annoying in most cases. Why's my heart beat so fast every time I see her smile? From earlier was utterly mortifying.
どうしたのお兄ちゃん。
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
変なお兄ちゃん。いや、いつもおかしいか。
Come on. I'm gonna keep riding. You better scram.
うわ、用が済んだとばかりに追い出すとか、このやりちんめ。
Cheetah Mill got the wrong idea if she happens to be listening, so can you please stop saying that? At forcing Yumemi, who won't stop complaining, out of my room, I sit down and take a deep breath. I place my hand on my chest. My heart's still pumping like crazy, which means I haven't cooled down at all. I'm fucked. That's the end of April, and I head to a nearby arcade with Yuma.
よし、ここだ。
Metal Claw grasps onto a teddy bear. The claw slowly comes up and drops the teddy bear down to shoot. Damn, didn't know you were this skilled.
そこそこ練習したからね。この程度ならお手の物だよ。
What's the point?
ほら、学生のデートだとゲームセンターに行くことが多いだろう。そこで女の子が欲しいといったものをスマートに取れたら好感度も爆上がりだからね。それで僕に相談したいことがあるんだろう。
Well, just so you know, I think I'm over back to normal.
そうか、それはよかった。おめでとう。だけど本題はそこじゃない。
How do you know?
スランプを抜けたことはシオンが一緒の時でも話せる内容だからね。なのにこうして僕だけを遊びに誘っているということはシオンには聞かれたくない内容なんだろう。
You're sharp as always, Yuma.
気遣いのできる男はモテるからね。それで何の話だい？
Don't laugh, okay?
友人の相談を笑うほど僕は腐ってはないさ。
You're going to start laughing. Alright, there you go then. Has a girl I've been interested in lately?
ほう、驚いたな。まさかトシキから恋愛相談が来るとは。
But yeah, I too would not ask the fucking revolving door of relationships about relationship advice. Don't make fun of me.
そういうつもりじゃないんだ。ちょっとびっくりしただけさ。それで相手は誰なんだい？
That's a secret. If I tell him it's Yumemi, I'd then have to explain that she isn't actually my sister. Anyway, she's blown my mind a lot lately. I'd find myself staring at her or thinking that anything she does is cute. For example, I've been sleeping well.
ちょっと昨日夜遅くまでソシャゲのイベントをやっててさ、区切りのいいところまで進めてたら朝日が昇ってて、
Hey, stop tottering like that, it's dangerous.
じゃあ駅までおぶってよ。
Come on, we're not kids, don't act so shameful. Besides, that would be impossible. You're way too heavy.
誰が重いか。
She at least strikes my arm. I'm guessing she isn't putting a lot of strength into it because of her exhaustion.
じゃあせめて支えてよ。
Give me a hand. Hey. She grabs onto my arms, one of my arms, putting all her weight on me.
これなら目をつむっても歩けそう。
But I don't think it's a good idea for us to be like this.
兄弟だから大丈夫だって。
I don't know, I'm not okay at all. The arm she's holding is burning up, and I can't settle down at all. I'm getting so self-conscious, but seeing you and me so nonchalant is irritating me a bit.
さあ駅までレッツゴー。 There's also the time when like he's just going to be listening to these two fucking what if scenarios, immediately grasp that there's only one person he knows where both of those could feasibly happen without like a fucking act of God. Just stands there like, bro, you wanna fuck your sister? I'm just like, no, I didn't say anything like that. I didn't say anything like that. And to the warehouse to call Yumemi for dinner. However, Yumemi doesn't notice my presence because she's too busy concentrating on drawing for an upcoming Dorjin event. Yumemi, dinner's ready. Hey, Yumemi. びっくりした。
You're concentrating like crazy. You have a deadline coming up or something.
スケジュールは余裕だよ。今回は割増入庫もしなくて良さそうだし、無駄なお金も飛ばなくてホクホクですよ。
Oh, it looks like you're doing this with Dorjins, not only with AS.
もうこれはイラストレーターとして一皮むけたと言っても過言じゃないね。ふんふんふん。
Don't blame me if you fly too close to the sun and crash and burn later.
そういう時は兄として助けてもらわないと。あ、助けてで思い出したんだけど。前、あれを見せてくれてありがとね。
Don't remind me that happened. It?
お兄ちゃんのミニお兄ちゃん？
Right! Thanks for reminding me. So I wanted to remember that.
おかげさまでリアルっぽさがないってアンチにうるさく言われなかったよ。で、その件でお願いなんだけど、次は別角度からもっとスケッチしたいから、もう一回脱いで見せてくれない？
Absolutely not.
いやー、ありがとう。さすがお兄ちゃん。
You know I just refused you.
一度見せたんだから何回見せても同じでしょ？
That was an exception. I didn't even want to do it then.
じゃあ構造指定するから自分で写真を撮って送ってよ。
Why would I send dick pics to other people? Besides, isn't that like a crime?
もう
I showed much more resistance this time. I don't want to show you and me that ever again. It's so damn embarrassing, like I can't bring myself to show her for even a second.
仕方ない。それなら前にスケッチしたやつを元に書くか。
Why don't you just look for references on the internet?
黒いから無理。
It's a fish? Ha ha ha. Baroque reference because I have fucking autism and hyper focus on weird shit for hours at a goddamn time. Really?
あ
Huh? Why are you walking away from me?
さすがに現実で身内に恋愛感情を抱くのはなんというか複雑な気分になってね。
Huh? What do you mean a family member?
だって気になっている子ってゆめみちゃんだろ。
Wait, hold on. Why do you know I'm talking about you and me?
今の話の内容だと該当するのがゆめみちゃんだけだったからね。気づかなかったのかい？
Really?
で、本気なのかい？実の妹に恋愛感情を抱いているのは。
No, hold on. I'll explain everything. I explained to Yuma that Yumemi and I are only cousins. I tell him that I only introduced her as my sister because I didn't want to cause any misunderstandings when everyone found out that I lived with her.
なるほど。そういうことだったのか。
That's still your family?
それで、ゆめみちゃんに惹かれるようなきっかけみたいなものはあったのかい？
I want to know. I want to know. Why? At first he's like, oh, it's the feelings for a family member that's crossing a line. When he thinks that Yumi is his sister. But when he learns that she's his cousin instead, you know, still very much part of the same family, he's suddenly like, oh, now it's fine. Why? I think it started developing his feelings right after the school year started. I think it was when she tried to cheer me up after I realized I was a little depressed after Isa left. Before Isa left, she asked me if I was interested in any girls. Right then and there, Yumi came to mind.
ということは、結構前からゆめみちゃんのことが好きだったんじゃないか？としきの反応からするに無自覚だったらしいけどね。
In my mind, I replay all its time to spend with Yumi. I wonder, is I attracted to her because despite her many doubts and worries, she always persisted forward with a smile on her face? I feel like there was like a particular moment that awakened my feelings.
現実の恋のきっかけなんてそんなものじゃないかい？物語はきっちり恋のきっかけを作っておかないと読者は納得しない。でも、ここは現実だ。いつの間にか気になって、いつの間にか好きになっている。そこに何も不自然さはないよ。
Like you and me, huh? The fact that I've been accepting this so easily means... The fact that I'm accepting this so easily means... shit. SOS. Alarm. Fucking emergency. Early May.
もう少しでゴールデンウィークだけどさ、お兄ちゃんって何か予定でもあるの？
No, not in particular. Why?
暇そうだったら遊びにでも誘ってあげようかなと。何私のことじっと見て、何か顔についてる？
Right, yeah. I guess I'm the only one feeling like this. Every time I've talked to you and me in the last few days, I've noticed she treats me more as a family member instead of a man. Not requited love, huh?
二人ともいってらっしゃい。気をつけてね。
Meanwhile, Chinami, I know what you are. Thanks.
はーい。 行ってきまーす。さ、お兄ちゃん。
What?
じーん。
What? I'm gonna get real embarrassed if you keep staring at me like that.
おかしい。なんだか最近お兄ちゃんが挙動不審なんだよね。ふとした瞬間に視線を感じるし、視線があったらなぜかすぐそらされるし、あと話しかけるとどもることが多くなったし、何か私に言いたいことでもあるの？
No, it's not what you think.
どういうことさ？
Well, I have a lot on my mind. Phrase it like that so I can escape the situation.
ふーん、悩みね。ふふん、この妹様に相談しても良いのですぞ。
If I have the chance, I can't just tell her I'm interested in her as a woman. I'll be practically confessing to her.
何それ、私は頼りないって言うの？
No, I'm not. It's just something that would be very difficult to talk to you about, Yumemi.
え、下の話？
No. Even if it were, I still wouldn't tell you. I'll definitely turn to you if it's something I can tell you.
約束だよ。これでも大人な女ですから。
Sticks out her chest, but unfortunately nothing really pops out. Have I found that appealing? Would that make me a lolicon? Regardless, she doesn't feel shy or embarrassed in the way she treats me. Though it doesn't feel anything for me.
うん。
Seeing her again makes me realize how much of a beauty Yumi is. I've never been aware of this side of her before, thanks to the fact that I've seen her disheveled and isolated so many times before. I can see how many men sneak a peek at her now that I'm on a train with her. What if Yumi already has someone she likes and I don't know? No, hey Yumi.
うん？
That boy at school you like.
何？お兄ちゃんキモい。
What do you mean disgusting? You're always the one who's always yapping about love.
妹の恋愛事情を聞いてくる兄って生理的にほら。
You know, we're not really siblings.
私はちゃんとお兄ちゃんのこと兄として思ってるけどね。あとお兄ちゃんは私のコミュ障っぷりを舐めないでほしい。男子が話しかけてきたら速攻で逃げるぐらいだからね。ふんふん。
Don't act all proud about that. Why do you look so satisfied? Why would you run away?
ちっちっち。甘いな兄上。
甘いな、甘いや。キリュウちゃん。
同性ですら何を考えているのかわからないのに、異性なんてもっとわからないんだから、逃げるに限るでしょ。
Oh, from how she's framing everything, it doesn't look like Yumi has someone she likes right now. I'm relieved knowing that.
そういうお兄ちゃんはどうなのさ。気になってる人はいないの？
What would happen if I suddenly admitted that I'm interested in her? I don't think
ふー
so.
ん。
What?
その反応は気になってる子がいると見た。
There's not.
いや、いるね。妹の勘がそう告げてる。例えば雪崎先輩とか。
I rejected her confession.
そもそもどうして雪崎先輩と付き合わなかったのさ。お金持ちで美人で才能もあるすごい人が好意を向けてくれたら普通なびくものじゃない？
I think you're disrespecting Yukisaki a bit. You just forced me to choose between yes and no. And I didn't feel that way about her then, so I rejected her.
なんか納得できない答えだな。じゃあ月見坂先輩はかつての思い人だったんでしょ？
Kitty, how do I put it? I think she's my comrade in arms. Feel comfortable with the current friendship we have now.
じゃあやっぱりアイサさんいなくなってからあれだけ落ち込んでいたんだし。
I said words won't do our relationship justice. Admiration, rivalry, friendship, it's difficult to describe all of that with only words. Feelings haven't changed at all.
お兄ちゃんってめんどくさいね。
Shut up.
いた。何するのさ、このやりち
Stop calling me that. I haven't even.
んが。まだ
Nothing.
この童貞が。
You're telling me? I'm having the time of my life. I would have thought about chatting with you maybe like this before. You feel more comfortable with someone when you're aware you have feelings for me. What? I feel like I fucked up that sentence. Should it be you have feelings for them? Hmm.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
Fuck, I can't concentrate. I'm writing the scenario for yes, however Yumemi's face keeps popping into my head. Need to take a break and reset my mind. With that, I tried to lie down on my bed, but...
お兄ちゃん、今いい？
Yeah, sure.
漫画を貸してほしくて、いい？
Take whatever you want.
お兄ちゃん大好き。
Well, it instantly starts racing despite knowing it's all some silly joke. What am I even thinking? Yumemi is my sister after all.
取れない。ねえ。
Some lost in thought I see Yumi reaching for one of the volumes of manga that is on the top of my shelf. I got up and tried to help her, but then...
取れた。
Hey! Yumi manages to grab it, but loses her balance and falls backwards. And since I'm right behind her, I tumble with her. I have a negative reason to trust this game. Ow. Are you okay, Yumemi? Never mind, no CG. Getting up, I realize I'm right on top of Yumemi.
お兄ちゃん。
Our faces are nearly touching. Having her this close to me is making me realize how gorgeous she is. What's that reaction for? As your typical jovial self. You make that face, the only thing I'll be able to think about is how pretty you are. Is Yumi normally this shy? Mulling things over, the expression on Yumi's face suddenly disappears. Huh?
お兄ちゃん、どいてもらっていい？
Yeah? Quickly get up and let Yumi stand up.
ごめん、ちょっと書きたくなったから。
Yeah, do your best. She runs out of my room without even her hearing me out. What the heck? What was that? I think she played the one about falling down the stairs. Sounds like someone just fell down the stairs. Oh, actually. Hurry to the stairs and... You hear me? She holds her right arm, writhing in pain.
大丈夫？すごい音がしたけど。
Chidemi runs towards us. Chidemi, it looks like Yumi fell down the stairs.
わかったわ。ちょっと待っててね。
Chidemi grasps the situation immediately and brings a ruler and some bandages from the living room. At the same time, I call a taxi. Once I finish with the call, I come back and see Chidemi using the bandage and ruler to make a splint for Yumemi's arm. The taxi will be here in about 15 minutes.
わかったわ。私はゆめみを連れて行く準備をするから。
Call that girl a U.S. Marine because that's a broken arm. Ha ha. Topical. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'll stay with you and me in the meantime.
お願いね。
Chidemi prepares everything to leave while I stay by you and me's side.
痛い。
It's okay, we'll take her to the hospital right away. Stroke her head to try and cheer her up. Pray the taxi will arrive as soon as possible.
Yeah. 見事に捻挫しちゃいました。
Next day after school, Yumi tells Kitty Hind Yukisaki how she got injured.
大丈夫なの？骨折はしてないの？
はい。ちゃんとレントゲンも取ってもらったので、間違いないです。ただ、利き腕だったので、しばらくの間、絵は描けないですね。
どのくらいの期間？
2週間ぐらいです。
なら問題ないわ。なぎまさんはスケジュールを前倒しして進めていたし、2週間程度ならまだ余裕があるくらいだわ。
ギブスで固定しなくてもいいの？
Okay, I do. I've never realized. I don't know if I just never realized or if just have not heard it yet, but I did not know that the fucking Japanese word for cast is gips, which we also call the gips in Germany.
はい。そこまでひどくないので、テーピングだけで大丈夫だそうです。
But don't overdo it, okay? I'll be with you to help with whatever you need. With me?
機会があったらそうするね。
What's going on now? Yumi's acting all awkward for some reason. However, I don't think I can chalk it up to what happened yesterday. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. However, I was taking the whole situation very lightly. It's now the end of Golden Week. It's been a week since Yumemi's injury. Yumemi has been acting weird lately. Inform Yumi and Shion about my worries during lunch.
おかしいとはどういうことだい？
I told you about Yumemi's injury, right?
ええ、捻挫と聞いていましたけど。
もしかして捻挫したところが痛むとか？
Nah, it's a little hard to explain, but that's when I start telling them about my current situation with Yumemi. Yumi and I were walking to the station on our way to school. We'd usually talk about otaku stuff on our way to school. Ever since her injury, she's been clamming up more and more. And for whatever reason, it's just with me. Hey, Yumi.
何？
So, you feeling alright?
別に、どこも悪くないけど。
Yeah, that's good then. She keeps a distance from me and doesn't talk to me at all. Like, he just starts talking at the end, all the way at the end. He's just like, and the biggest, most obvious sign that something is going on is she doesn't even ask to see my penis for reference anymore. Was that the one that's the problem? Well, there was one time I went to the living room for dinner. You and me. We also came out of a warehouse and we bumped into each other. However, she sat down in her chair without saying a word to me. She and me continued to focus on her cooking, as if not noticing tension between us. And how are things going with your injury?
別に、なんでもない。
Is it affecting your daily life?
気をつければいいだけだから。
Very curt, holy. Right. Call that bitch a vendor. Ha ha ha. Trails joke. Even though considering it's Aerobonia is very German inspired, it wouldn't be Kurt, it would be Kurt. Because that's an actual German name. Anyways. I remember things were like this when I first met Yumi. The relationship been reset. Seeing how she's acting now is making me depressed. Maybe there's something actually wrong with her. She has a cold, for example. Excuse me?
ちょっと
Placed my hand on her forehead, believe she may have a fever. Huh, that's strange. Her temperature seems to be normal.
何するのさ
Yumi gets up from her chair and steps back, her face completely red. What the hell's up with her reaction? Oh, she would just make fun of me or make a dumb comment.
二人とも来てたのね。料理の方運んでもらっていい？
Sure, leave it to me. Hopper set the table and we start having dinner. However, Yumi never looks my way once throughout dinner. Again, Shinobi just sits there. I know what you are. Yeah. You're a knock on my door when I'm doing my homework, so I look up. No, it can't be Yumi given everything that's happened before. So the person outside would have to be Chinami. Yet, Yumi. What's up? You need anything?
明日からさ、私、一人で学園に行くから。
Huh?
それだけ言いに来た。じゃあね。
Wait, hold on, why?
私、絵を描くときって感覚派だって知ってるよね。
Yeah, of course.
それで、その感覚に頼りすぎているから、イラストレーター科の先生が特別に授業前に座学で教えてくれるんだって。
I know it's not going to be the case, but by God, that just sounds like a fucking like a Dojin plot. So Yumemi will take part in a special lesson. Well, maybe your view of art has changed since she became the main illustrator for AS. Okay, his brain hasn't fully healed yet, so be careful. And I want you to talk to me if you have any concerns. You know, I'm your fake brother, Yumemi. Yumemi?
そうだね。兄だよね。
She leaves my room with a woeful look on her face. So the next day, I met the illustration teacher in the hallway. And when I asked him about his lessons with Yumi, he told me it was the first time he was hearing about them.
つまりゆめみちゃんが嘘をついていたと。
Yep, you got that right. That's not all. The strangest thing happened when...
しかし、こうして3人で放課後ゆっくりできるっていうのは、あんまり機会がないからいいですね。エースの作業の方はしなくていいの？最近は毎日のように集まってるんでしょ？
雪崎先輩がイノセントアークの方に用事があるんだって。
なるほど。それで作業できないから休みってことね。
We're pretty much on schedule. Well, I don't have much free time because I have to finish Isa's part. The workload practically doubled. I want to commend my past self for not accepting any other jobs. By the way, oops.
なんでお兄ちゃんがここにいるの？
I don't know why I thought that was him again. That question feels akin to a knife piercing my body. Did I do something to make Yumemi hate me?
せっかく月の見浜市に来たんだから、先輩も誘った方が良いかなと思って。あと学園ではちょくちょく先輩と話してますけど、放課後に落ち着いて話す機会ってなかなかなかったので。
物好きだね。
Don't tell me she entered a rebellious phase. No way. She couldn't have changed her attitude that suddenly, right? I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say it feels like her memories have reset.
先輩。もしかしてゆめみんと喧嘩でもしたんですか？
I'm a horse. She takes a seat beside me and whispers in my ear. No, I don't know what's going on. Yumi's been acting really cold lately.
先輩が怒らせるようなことしたんじゃないですか？
Even if you say that, I don't remember anything.
ふんふん。二人で何をこそこそ話しているのさ。
Moshi and I separate when we look at Yumi's grumpy face. The Yumi I knew would have tried to join the conversation. Regardless, we then talk about our jobs, AS, and other things that happened recently. However, Yumi still feels so standoffish. What's happening to Yumi? We decide to part ways after 2 hours of talking. Yumi heads to the bathroom to wash her hands, so we wait for her at the store entrance.
確かに、ゆめみんはおかしいですね。
Right?
本当に先輩が何かやらかしたんじゃないですよね。
I didn't do anything. I wouldn't fight either.
ゆめみんの裸を偶然見ちゃったとか。
Nope, you don't need to worry about that. There has been an accident like that in the 2 years we've been living together. Then again, I did flash my dick to you and me that one time. And when I put it like that, it makes me feel like a total pervert. Wait.
心当たりあったんですか？
Yeah, something that happened just before you and me fell down the stairs. We were... Explain the details to Amahoshi. Maybe I was on the wrong for not moving right away when I was on top of her. Might have scared her. Maybe that accident caused all of her trust in me to vanish.
大丈夫ですよ。ゆめみんは先輩のことを嫌ってはないと思います。
Huh?
多分、距離感がつかめなくなっているだけですね。
What are you talking about?
これ以上はゆめみんのためにも言えません。自分で考えてください。あと、先輩たちが兄弟っての、嘘ですよね。うん。
How'd you know?
あ、やっぱりそうなんですね。
Hold on, so you weren't sure if you were, right?
はい。釜をかけたので。
Mortified, I clutched my head. I can't believe she figured it out that easily.
なんとなくそうなんだろうなーって前から思っていたので。
I gave you that impression.
そうですね。女の勘です。
Oh, come on. That's what you say when you're lucky, but you want others to think it's skill.
うっさいです。第一、なんで先輩たちは兄弟って言い張ってたんですか？
It'll be a long story.
それなら後でライムで教えてください。さすがに気になるので。その代わり、周囲には言わないでおきます。その方が先輩たちもいいでしょうし。
Thank you.
二人とも何を話していたの？
Yumi returns from the bathroom and pops up right beside us. She looks quite crabby. Nothing much.
怪しい。
And that's what happened.
うーん。
Even if it was just an accident, did me falling on her cause you and me to lose all her trust in me?
状況的にはそうだけど、何か違うような。ただ、きちんと謝ることは大切だよ。
Right, I'll talk to her directly and apologize again. Shion's just over here like, what the fuck is going on? What's with that reaction, Shion?
あ、そういえば。
ありえませんわ。
Huh?
実の妹を押し倒したとか。
ゆめみちゃんいとこだってことをシオンに説明してたっけ？
Ah, I forgot.
なるほど。そういう事情でした。
Again,
早とちりしましたわ。
it does not make things much better. That's still your family. I'm just glad there aren't any misunderstandings.
もしいとこでなかったら、私は卒業まで共に行動することをやめていましたわ。
Again, how is it so different? Was that serious?
実際に兄弟がいると複雑なんだよ。
Yes, that's why I want none of this. I want no part of this. I've decided to just go for it since apparently the route is short. And I've been skipping too many fucking routes as of late. Hell, there's one planned to be skipped literally in fucking Wagamama High Spec Overclock as well. Come on. Don't make me play this shit. Just stop making sister routes. Stop making sister routes. Stop making sister routes. Genuinely. Earnestly. Just stop. Give us like the exhausted fucking office lady from next door instead. That's what we want.
そのあたり僕は割り切れてはいるけどね。
So Shion, from your point of view, what do you think is bothering Yumemi?
そうですわね。腕を怪我してからというと、絵を描けなくなってからということですわよね。そこにヒントがあるのではなくて、
クリエイターとして羽をもがれた状態ではあるからね。的外れではない気がするよ。
Still, I really have no idea. Guess I just have to confront her directly and find out for myself.
ごちそうさま。今日も美味しかった。
お粗末様でした。そう言ってもらえると作りがいがあるわね。
じゃあ、私は部屋に戻るね。
Once dinner's over, call out to Yumi before she has a chance to head back to her room. Yumi, I have to talk to you.
ちょっと仕事が詰まってて
It'll only take a few minutes. Please, I need you to get it. I need to get it off my chest.
だから仕事が。
いいんじゃない？してあげても。
お姉ちゃん。
真剣な表情で頼み込んでいるのだもの。それだけ大事な要件ってことよ。
Please.
わかった。少しだけなら。
I won't talk here. Let's head out.
うん。
Before heading out, I glance at Chinami and she seems to pick up on how nervous Yumi and I are. I thank her with a slight bow before heading out. Again, dude, I know what you are.
それで、どこに行くの？
Let's chat while we're walking. We walk for a while, but Yumi remains silent. She simply walked beside me. She looks a bit stiff, as if she's holding something back. Yumi? I don't want to make excuses simply because I'm a man. But when I was on top of you, I thought of you as a woman. Yumi. I'm sorry if I frightened you. I know I'm a horrible brother. From now on, I'll never make that mistake ever again. Because I'm your brother, Yumi. My heart is pounding so hard my chest hurts. Yes, I recognize this kind of pain all too well. I'm in love with Yumi. But that's not what Yumi wants. If that's the case, I better settle things as quickly as possible. So please give me another check.
違うよ。
Huh?
違うよ。そうじゃない。そうじゃないんだよ。お兄ちゃん。
Before I have the chance to process anything, Yumi's face is right in front of me. And she fucking goes for it. Why is the tragedy theme playing? I mean, it's tragic from my point of view because I don't want any of this. But I feel like this shouldn't be the it should be tragic from like the game's point of view. I'm gonna stay on the hug of the CG for the thumbnail. Lips feel so soft. It's a different sensation compared to Isis. There's a start, I can't even think. Hold on. What's happening? You're me kissing me. Hey? Why? What is this? You and me that, You and me? Yumi runs back home as fast as she can. I thought about chasing her, but I wanted to process my own emotions, so I literally walked home. But that was a mistake. My feelings are an absolute mess. Bewilderment, happiness, doubt, it's all there. Can't keep anything straight in my head. By the time I arrive back home, Yumi already locked herself in a room. She doesn't even answer despite my incessant knocking. Looks like Yumi isn't going out today either.
部屋の前に置いたご飯は食べているから元気ではいるようだけど。
A few days have passed and Yumi is still locked in her room. Residue from the shower indicates that she comes to the main house in the middle of the night. Alright, I better leave. Everyone is waiting for me.
頑張ってね。
And Yumi is isolating herself again in the warehouse. Tell everyone about what happened with Yumi recently so that we can all figure out the reason she's isolating herself. Also explain to everyone that Yumi was in fact my cousin and not my sister. Obviously, I left out my feelings towards her and the kiss from that night. I feel like the kiss is pretty crucial evidence in this case. Might just be enough to convict her if you catch my drift.
先輩も男ですし、魔が差すことがあるのは仕方ないと思いますよ。別に何かしらの行動に移してないですし、きちんと謝りましたしね。私はそこまで気にするようなことなのか疑問です。
家族として信頼していた人物がいきなり性を匂わせてきたから生理的に無理になったとか？
The most annoying part of like this dog shit. It's fucking getting loose again.
ほら、可愛がっていたぬいぐるみから唐突に男性器が生えてきて嫌悪感が生まれたというやつではないかしら。
Where the fuck did that come from? Kiria is trying her hardest not to expose her true self since Samoshi is here, but she's definitely towing the line with that one.
私はトシキのことが好きだから、いつでも男性器を生やしてきていいからね。
He doesn't need to grow them, he has them! What has this conversation devolved into?
とにかく、ゆめみんの部屋にみんなで行ってみましょうよ。
We all agree with Amoshi and head to the warehouse together.
ゆめみー、先輩も反省しているようだし、出てきてよ。
Glory love for their serpent kingish family.
なぎまさん、鏡くんをどんな目に合わせても私が許すから出てきなさい。
待ってる。
All of them voice their words of encouragement to her, but she doesn't answer.
これは長期戦になりそうですね。ライムも返答ありませんでしたし。
もし出てきたらちゃんと話してあげてね。
トシキ、私はいつまでも待っているから。
Let's just ignore that last comment. There's no point in staying in front of a room, so we head back and continue working on AS. Even if her arm heals, she might stay as a shut-in for a long time. And that's what I thought, but...
いやー、心配をおかけしました。てへ。
Despite my concerns, Yumemi appears for breakfast like nothing ever happened.
ゆめみ、大丈夫なの？
捻挫も完治したみたいで、絵も描けるようになったんだ。まさに完全復活って感じ。
Yumemi?
お兄ちゃん。
Well, I'm sorry for...
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。いろいろと変な態度をとったり、辛く当たったりして。私、おかしかったでしょ？
Nah, but it was me that... He places a finger on my lips before I can speak another word.
じゃあ、おあいこってことで、ここは一つ。
You say so?
私は全然気にしてないから。
Yumemi flashes a smile, the same smile she had before her injury. As if that Yumemi who behaved so strangely after her injury never even existed. As if that Yumemi was all but an illusion.
一応病院に行って検査しましょう。
絵を描いても特に痛みはなかったけどな。
念のためよ。以前と同じようなペースで描いていたら痛みが再発してくるかもしれないのだから。
はーい。
Thus, Yumemi took Yumi to the hospital after breakfast. According to the tests they took, her wrist is completely healed.
というわけで、本当にお騒がせしました。
大丈夫ならいいんだけど、検査でも問題なかったの？
ちゃんとレントゲンも取って問題ないってさ。こんな感じに動かしても大丈夫。
And then she begins to wave around her right arm. It doesn't seem like she's holding back
高
in
い
any
負
way.
荷をかけなければ絵を描いても問題ないらしいから、今日から復帰するのでよろしくお願いします。
大丈夫なら良いのだけど。
これで作業スケジュールも問題なさそうではあるけど。
Koushiki and Kiria are a bit perplexed when they see the usual Yumemi in front of them. Noticing this, Yumemi opens her mouth in
あ
embarrassment.
ー、ちょっと怪我をしたことによって虫の居所が悪かったみたいです。本当に心配をかけて申し訳ないです。
いいのよ。絵描きにとっては利き腕は命と同じぐらい大事なものでしょうし、それが使えなくなったのならショックもひときわ大きいのは理解できるわ。
そう言ってもらえるとちょっと救われます。ああ、雪崎先輩、絵 AS のサーバーにイベント CG の線画を2枚アップしておいたので、チェックお願いします。
病み上がりなのに、もう2枚もアップしたの？
ふふふ。私を誰だと思っているんですか？ AS のメイン原画様ですよ。はっはっは。
ほーら、病み上がりなのに調子に乗らない。
もうゆいちゃん、頭をはたかないでよ。
It really feels like the Yumemi I know has completely returned. More than relieved, I can't shake off the doubts I'm feeling. In fact, they've only grown worse.
お兄ちゃん、
Yeah.
ごめんね。いっぱい迷惑をかけて。
No, don't worry about it. It's enough that you're feeling better. Besides,
私何も気にしてないし、お兄ちゃんのことも嫌っているわけじゃないから。だから、これからもよろしくね。
Yumemi? Yumi's words reassure me, yet I still feel skeptical. Just that?
じゃあ、ゆめみん、会期祝いにスイーツを食べに行こうよ。
うん、行こう行こう。
Amoshi and Yumemi head out. Amoshi winks at me as if signaling me she wants the rest of us to talk about what transpired.
で、あれは何なの？まるで無理やりテンションを上げているような感じ。どうかしら。あれは演じているのではなく、完全な素のままよ。演技に慣れていない人間っていうのは、口調、表情、仕草などで違和感が出る。例えば、相手の反応をいつも以上に伺ってしまう。会話の反応が一拍遅れるとかね。
And he's not doing any of that.
ええ。私ならまだしも、あの子にそれができるかというと、ありえないわね。それなら無事に解決ということになるわ。よかったじゃない。これで元通りよ。AS の進行も守れたと。
I hope so. I just stress him hard, maybe, because I know some, the rest of them don't. Only I know how Yumi acted immediately before she isolated herself. What the hell did that kiss mean? It's the weekend. Senpai Yumi and I are working together on AS. Kia is busy with work and Amoshi is working from home, so it's just the three of us. Itch. Very deep itch. It's annoying. I hate it. It's a... My mind abruptly remembers the figure who was sitting here just a few months ago. A piercing pain stabs my heart. Despite being so far away, I'm confident she's giving it her all. Can't let myself get all sentimental.
これは
What happened?
なぎまさんの作業の進行速度が以前の2倍ペースになっている。
Double?
もちろんクオリティが落ちているわけじゃない。むしろ上がっているのがほとんど。このペースなら夏休み前に全ての作業が終わってもおかしくない。
Aren't you supposed to finish by winter?
うん。だからこのペースはありえない。
ふっふっふん。ついに私が覚醒したってことですよ。
If anything, slow the fuck down. The doctor told you to goddamn keep it easy. The doctor literally told you to take it easy. What are you doing, you fool? She sneakily approaches him and proudly says that with a smile on her face. Are you sure you aren't overdoing it?
もちろん。体調も全然悪くないし、毎日ぐっすり眠ってるし。
Sure, you haven't missed breakfast and you're not skipping
クリ
school.
エイターとして一皮むけたってことじゃない？
And the experience points is trauma. Really?
クリエイターの成長は一朝一夕ではなく積み重ね、そして積み重ねを得てとある瞬間から飛躍的に伸びると聞いたことがある。姉さんは気づきと呼んでいたけれど、私にはよくわからない。
And that's what happened to you, maybe.
状況的に考えればそう。
Kisaki certainly has a point. Yumi's skill and speed have dramatically increased recently. The amount of fanfare she's been getting on social media has been staggering. Rumor has it she'll have one of the best booths in the upcoming comic kit.
ついに私の時代の到来というわけですな。はっはっは。
この調子でお願い。なぎま先生。
この私に任せなさい。泥船に乗ったつもりでね。
You're really gonna do that? Regardless, I wanna ask her what you meant by that kiss. I guess she's not sweating about it, so that means she wants to pretend it never happened. There's nothing more fickle than a woman's heart. Then again, is it possible to just pretend that kiss never happened? If only shit was that easy.
じゃあ、私はこれで。また明日。
Let me escort you.
大丈夫。としきはお腹にご飯を入れてあげて。
I'm sorry.
今度こそ。また。
That Yukisaki takes her leave. Thus, that leaves only Yumemi and me. This may be my chance.
じゃあお腹も空いたし、ご飯食べに行きますか。
Before that, I want to talk.
何？
Well, what was that kiss?
ああ、あれね。いろいろ悩んでて、なんかこう、勢いでやっちゃった、みたいな。
Huh?
それでやっちゃったって思って、恥ずかしくて引きこもってた。だから、あの時のことは忘れてほしいんだ。
She has a stilted smile on her face, however there isn't any trace of distress or embarrassment. The fact she's acting so nonchalantly is breaking my heart. Alright. If you say so, I'll forget about it.
うん。ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
I'm sorry, Yumemi. That was a lie. There's no way in hell I'll ever forget about that kiss.
え？今日私を呼び出した理由は何なんですか？
She was sitting across from me, take a sip of the iced cocoa she ordered and begins talking.
あ、もしかして私と放課後デートしたかったんですか？それならそうと早く言ってくださいよ。
I wanted to ask about how Yumemi's doing.
ゆめみんですか？別に普段と変わりないですけど。
She doesn't get all gloomy sometimes. Does her face dark whenever you talk about a specific topic?
はい、本当にいつも通りですよ。またゆめみんとの間で何かあったんですか？
No, not that I know of. Just can't accept that one moment she isolated herself like that, and the next moment she's perfectly fine as if nothing ever happened. What?
先輩、嘘ついてますよね。
I'm not lying. If you haven't seen anything, then I'm...
先輩って嘘つくとき、視線をそらしながら話すんですよ。私、これでもずっと先輩のことを見てきたので。
Are you serious? I didn't even know that. They say people's eyes become more jittery when they're lying. I guess I'm more she noticed
まあ
that.
嘘なんですけどね。
Come on.
でもその反応ってことは、やっぱり嘘ついてたんですね。
Well, I fell for a bit. Hook, line, and sinker. Guess you had to set up right from the start.
単純な興味もありますけど、大事な友達と大事な先輩なんで、二人に何かあるなら知りたいんですよ。
The gleam in her eye is gone, instead replaced with acute intensity. Suppose I better fess up given how you views me. Alright, but you better keep this confidential.
もちろんです。このおっぱいに誓って。
Yumi kissed me.
とりあえず AS メンバーに伝えていいですか？
Do you literally have dementia?
いや、は？なんでそんなことに？
Well, you see, if I'm Hoshi to scoop in, she gives me a peculiar look.
先輩の話を聞いてみると、確かに今のゆめみんは不自然ですね。先輩の話を振っても特に動揺もしないですし、話題を避けようともしなかったですし、いかんせんゆめみんらしくない恋に関する質問もなかったですし。
So it's really as Yumemi said, confusion in heat of the moment.
でも気の迷いでキスしますか？
It would be impossible in a story, but I guess anything is possible in real life.
それは恋愛経験豊富な大人限定です。ゆめみんみたいな恋愛初心者が気の迷いだけでキスをするなんて。
Impossible, huh? Moshi sadly nods in response. Then why? Was that cast
ちなみになんですけど、先輩ってゆめみんのこと好きなんですか？
Found myself doubting for a second. However, knowing that Omoshi is worried about me, I found myself obligated there to reply. Yes, I like her. Not his sister, not his cousin, but as a woman.
はいはい、ごちそうさまです。そうですか。先輩はロリコンだったんですね。道理で私のおっぱいになびかないわけです。
I'm not a lolicon. The girl I like just happens to have the body of a lolly. Stop. I don't want I want these fucking notifications anymore. Leave me alone. I don't need to be sent updates on what the fuck new update of WhatsApp includes on an actual fucking WhatsApp like official chat in the app itself with fucking notifications and everything. Don't need to do that shit.
それがまさにロリコンなんですけど、まあいいです。それならこのユイナ様が一肌脱ぎましょう。ゆめみんとの仲直り、そして交際までサポートしてあげますよ。
Like for the chat
いえい
today.
え、先輩たってのお誘いですから、気にせずに。どうせだったらデートの誘いの方が嬉しかったですけど。
I'll leave that to someone you actually. I'll leave that to someone you actually want to do.
へえ、結構私の中では先輩の好感度は高かったんですけどね。
So would you date me if I asked?
普通に断りますけど。
So you'd reject
言
me?
っておきますけど、私は軽い女ではないですから。先輩が本気で私のことが好きでたまらなくて交際を申し込んできたら考えます。
And then you just think about it.
もうそんなに怒らないでくださいよ。サービスしてあげますか。
Moshi then clings onto my arm. Hey. Then feels something soft touch my arm. She's pretty stacked.
先輩照れてますね。さすがは童貞さんです。
Shut up, you're a virgin too.
童貞と処女では価値が違います。
So we both know approaches us in the middle of our argument.
あれお兄ちゃんとゆいちゃん。
Yumemi? Pull away from Amahoshi as quickly as I can. Never thought I'd see Yumemi here. Could feel Amahoshi blushing next to me. What are you doing here? By yourself?
お姉ちゃんからお買い物を頼まれて商店街を巡ってたんだよ。というかお兄ちゃんとゆいちゃん、今腕を組んでたよね。
どうかな。ゆめみんの見間違いじゃないかな。
Nah, not the correct response. Just say that you took the usual teasing a bit too far.
いや、思いっきり腕組みながら歩いてたから。もしかして二人って付き合ってるの？
Absolutely not.
バッサリ否定するのはいいですけど、なんかムカついてきますね。
She really is a piece of work.
だよね。ゆいちゃんが学生時代に付き合うと思えないし。
それはそうなんだけど、
何？
えい。
What are you? Well, she grabs my arm once again and snuggles herself right up against me. What the hell is she doing?
そんなこと言わないでくださいよ。さっきまで私にドキドキしてたじゃないですか。
Moshi winks at me as if she's doing this on purpose. I was just trying to see if Yumemi gets jealous. So I turned to Yumemi and...
絶対おっぱいに釣られてるね。
あれ？
どうかしたの？
なんていうか、反応が予想と違ってさ。
どういうこと？
And that's how she would normally react. There's a hint of jealousy on her face, as if she doesn't care at all. Which means she doesn't care who I flirt with. Why don't you see me as a man right now when she's kissed me the other day? What's going on?
午後からも授業とか、もう帰って寝たい。
わかる。お昼ご飯の後の授業ってめちゃくちゃ眠くなるもんね。パンを食べながら寝てる。
あ、食欲と睡眠欲を同時に解消できるから、寝ながら食べるのってすごい効率が良くない？
ゆめみん、あなた疲れているのよ。
あれー。
あ、そういえばゆめみんに聞きたいことがあったんだ。
何？
先輩のことどう思ってるの？
お兄ちゃん？お兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだけど。
そうじゃなくてさ、異性としてどう思ってるのかってこと。
異性としては考えたことがないかも。
じゃあどうして先輩にキスをしたの？
お兄ちゃんから聞いたの？
先輩は気の迷いで納得したかもしれないけど、私は納得してない。なんとも思ってない相手にキスをするなんてありえないじゃん。そのぐらい長年友達を続けてたらわかるよ。それとも私にも本心を隠す？
その言い方は卑怯でしょう。
こうでもしないと話してくれなさそうだし。
正直私自身も分かってない。手を怪我していた時は内から溢れる思いを抑えられなかった。でも今は家族の一人として大切に思ってる。今の関係で私は十分なんだよね。
そっか。それなら私が本気で先輩を狙ってもいいんだよね。
ゆいちゃん、お兄ちゃんを狙いに行くの？
結構有料物件だしね。お互いのやるべきことを尊重し合えるし、一人のクリエイターとしても尊敬してるし、いい関係になれると思って。
そっか。別に私は関係のないことだし、いいんじゃない？私は応援するよ。
後悔しても遅いからね。
Okay, but all I'm seeing is like, okay, why can't I not like go for Yuna now? just let me go for Yuna. Fuck you. Really, June. I'm from Side Georgie Station, waiting for a certain someone.
あ、ちゃんと待ち合わせ10分前に待っているとは感心感心。
If I made you wait, I knew you would start complaining right from the jump.
へえ、そんなこと言いながら早く私に会いたかったんじゃないですか？
I've been on several dates myself, so I learned how to properly conduct myself in these situations.
え、先輩、そんなにデートしたことあるんですか
I've gone on dates with 3 people. Those being Aisakiria and Yukisaki. Gotta think that I've gone on dates with some absolute gems, haven't I?
このキモータ先輩がそんなデート経験者だったとは。
Okay, but how many days have you been on?
私はモテますからね。もう100回は超えてますよ。今日のデートで150回目ぐらいですかね。
Let's leave it at that. Anyways, would you consider this a real date?
一応そういう体でゆめみんの真意を引き出すって言ったじゃないですか。
Like this.
ちょっと失礼。
Hey. Once she grabs my arm, pulls out a phone, and takes a photo of us. Sorry for being one of those guys, but I can definitely feel something incredibly soft pressing against my arm.
これでゆめみんに送ってっと。
Huh? Damn, your personality's the work.
私ほど性格の良い女の子はいないと思いますけど。現にこうして2人のために一肌脱いでいるんですから。いやー、なかなか当たりませんでしたけど、ストレス解消にはなりますね。
Right, you're stressed about something.
ストレスというか、悩んでいることはありますね。
In that case, feel free to confide in your senpai who has more life experience.
年下の女の子の複雑な心情すら理解できてない人が人生の先輩とか笑えますね。
Emoshi life isn't just about making logical arguments.
話のすり替えしても私に通じないですよ。
Damn it, why is my core such a brat? I'll run you speechless one day, mark my words.
まあもしかしたら役に立つ意見をくれる可能性が 1% ぐらいはあると思うんで。
Want me to give you advice, but you're acting so cocky.
どうも最近自分の絵の実力がここで打ち止めなんじゃないかと思ってきてるんです。ちょくちょく絵柄とか塗りとかマイナーチェンジを繰り返していますけど、いわゆる神絵師クラスには届いていません。だからといって絵柄を思いっきり変えるとなると、ついてきたファンが離れてしまう可能性だったり、絵柄が崩れてしまったりする可能性があるので、なかなか踏み込めない。このままマイナーチェンジを繰り返していくか、それとも思い切って絵柄を変えるべきか、悩んでいるんです。
Alright, for what it's worth, I think you can do either. If you've changed the design completely, I think the attractive parts of your drawings will still be there. For example, in your case, the swimsuits of the girls you draw will still be stylish, plus the texture of the skin will still look realistic. And the characters aren't just cute, they have an appeal that you feel isn't easy to replicate. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's good for creators to have massive barriers looming over us. Might seem impossible to scale them right now, but with enough effort, the weight over those barriers becomes clear. My own experience, that kind of thing helps me paint the full picture for the story I'm working on. I want an event to happen, then I figure out a way to foreshadow it. Thus, I try to have a clear purpose for every scene I write. Well, it's easier said than done. Sometimes I find myself pretty stuck. But then there can be days where it can just come to me. It's not a coincidence. I write, think, then write, then think, and the whole process repeats itself. In your case, you're going to draw, get worried, then draw, then worry again. A process will loop over and over. And more you just know that one day you'll be able to overcome that wall in front of you. What?
いえ、まさかこんなまともな答えが返ってくるとは思いませんでした。
What do you think I am? Plus, no matter what changes you make, I'll continue to like you, Amahoshi.
何いきなり告白してくるんですか？バカなんじゃないですか？告白するならもっといい場所ともっと私への愛を語ってからしないと受けれません。
Sorry, I was referring to your illustrations.
一発殴っていいですか？
Can I punch him? And the devs, actually. Why does she not have a route? You do all this shit, then don't give her a route, and instead give it to her fucking goddamn cousin! Why? Fucking degenerates! Swear to God, some of the people in the visual novel industry need to be separated from their families at birth so they don't fucking do anything. Why?
それにしても結構見てるんですね、私の絵。
Well, I like him.
それはゆめみんよりも？
I think that's been about even recently.
うわ、浮気者だ。今すぐ死んだ方がいいですね。
Did I really cross the line?
まあ、でも、ありがとうございます。少しすっきりしました。というか、ゆめみんのことが好きなら私とデートをしていっちゃダメなんじゃないですか？
You were the one who invited me.
あれ、そうでしたっけ？とりあえず、うまくいくことを祈ってますよ。結局のところ、相手が自分のことをどう思っているかなんてどうだっていいんです。自分が好きだと思うのなら、その思いをぶつけるしかないじゃないですか。だから先輩は何も考えずに 好きだという気持ちを伝えたらいいんですよ。
Alright.
というわけで善は急げです。とっととゆめみんのところへ行って告白してきてください。
Should we do
はい
it?
やるしかないんです。どんな時だって思いを伝えるなら直接言うのが一番ですから。
Alright, I'll get going then.
はい、健闘を祈ってます。
After that, I would turn my back on Amhoshi and run towards the station. Must confess to Yumemi if I wanted to put this chapter behind me. Yeah, go ahead. Show us the fucking oppressed Yurina, so we'd feel
本
bad.
当に有料物件逃しちゃったかな。
あら、ここにゆめみが来るなんて珍しいわね。
Oh, it's actually a nice one. Never mind, I'm taking this one.
うん、ちょっとね。
何か私に相談したいことでもあるの？
そんなところかな。
当ててみましょうか。としきくんのことでしょう。
なんでわかったの？
一緒に住んでいるのだからわかるわよ。ゆめみととしきくんがギクシャクしてるのは見ててわかるし、あと私はゆめみのお姉ちゃんですから。
さすが私の姉。
それだけじゃなくて姫子からもいろいろ聞いていたしね。 AS の作業でゆめみが提出するスピードが異常に速いって。同人作業でも商業の仕事でもいつもギリギリに上げていたゆめみがいきなり締め切り前に提出なんてどう考えてもおかしい。何か現実から逃げ出したいことがあってそれを糧にして書いていたのでしょう。この年で強い情動って言ったら友人関係か家族関係、そして恋愛関係。友人関係はゆいなちゃんと仲が良いみたいだし、家族関係は悪くはない。そうなると残りは恋愛関係しかない。そしてゆめみが恋愛関係で悩みそうな相手となればおのずととしきくんしかないかなって。どう？これがお姉ちゃんの推理だけど。
私はこのままでいいと思ってた。お兄ちゃんの妹でいればずっとそばにいられるから。だってもしも願ってしまってそれが失敗しちゃったら全部ダメになっちゃうから。正直今のままでも居心地がいいんだよね。
だけど居心地が悪くなったから私に相談しに来たんでしょ？
うん。今日お兄ちゃんとゆいちゃんがデートなんだ。ゆいちゃんはお兄ちゃんのことを狙っているらしくて、いつものように絵を描いて現実逃避しようとした。
でも書いても書いても頭からとしきくんのことが離れなくなった。
だから私の相談したかったことはね、どうにかしてこの思いを封じ込められないかなって。この思いをお兄ちゃんに伝えるのは怖いから。
逃げることは悪いことじゃない。でもその思いを諦めることは後で絶対に後悔するわ。それにその思いを封じ込めるようになるには時間が解決するのを待つしかない。それまでじっと耐えなきゃいけない。としきくんが他の女の子と仲良く歩いていたり嬉しそうにその子の話をしているのを見て、それができるのなら今の思いから逃げなさい。
そんなの耐えられるわけがない。
それなら答えは一つなんじゃない？
私の答え。
This hill. It's always so. Despite my efforts, the best efforts, the hill stops me from coming back home as fast as possible. I want to tell you how I feel as soon as possible. Slowly but surely I reached the top of the hill.
お兄ちゃん
Yumi, why are you here?
お兄ちゃんのこと探してたんだ。
Looking for. You can't keep getting away with this! The soft lips I felt the other day. The second kiss is more surprising than it is joyful. It's just an illusion caused by the summer heat. That part, you and me is still right in front of me. My face is burning up with her right next to me. However, I keep my eyes glued to her.
私お兄ちゃんのことが好き。ずっと現実逃避をして思いを抑え込んでた。お兄ちゃんの周りには素敵な人たちがいっぱいいるから私なんかって思ってた。でもごめん、抑えきれなくなっちゃった。
That's what happened. That's the reason she isolated herself when she injured her arm. She couldn't draw, therefore she couldn't escape reality, so she tried to avoid me as much as she could to try and suppress her feelings for me. But she couldn't contain her feelings that one night.
今は絵を描いても描いても抑えきれない。恋心ってこんなにも強い感情なんだね。私初めて知ったよ。お兄ちゃんの答えを聞かせて。
My answer is obvious. Love you too. So much that I don't know what to do. This time I'm the one kissing her. It was our third kiss. But it's so different from our first two. This time this kiss was filled with happiness.
その様子だとうまくいったみたいね。
えへへ。
としきくん、ゆめみ、お話があります。
Yes?
としきくんはゆめみのことしっかりと支えてあげてね。
Imagine if it was literally just like, okay, I have to talk to you. You and me, our mother was adopted. Right? So just they need to add an extra degree of separation. Not only is she the cousin instead of the little sister, no, her mom, who is the sister of the MC's mom, was adopted to add like the additional degree of separation. It'd still be weird, but it would be funny if they decided to pull that. Of course.
ゆめみはとしきくんに愛想をつかされないように女の子として成長すること。
はーい。
よろしい。じゃあ今日は豪勢な夕食にしましょ
はーい。私お寿司が食べたい。
You're a very expensive girl.
こういう時だからこそいいんだよ。どうせだったら今日のこと忘れたくないし。
True. For the two of us, today is our starting line, the day where everything begins. I do not want to forget this day either, so no matter how many years pass. So anyways, when they gonna break the awkward news? Oh, he's gotta break the awkward news to Isa. Been a while. Okay over there?
トシ君こそ元気にしてる？
Perfectly fine. Noon over there, right?
私も元気でやってるよ。電話してきたってことは私に話したいことがあるんでしょ？
Yeah. You, me, and I started dating. You haven't told her about the cousin thing. You haven't told her about the cousin thing. You haven't told her about the cousin thing. Ah, right. Actually, you and me
本
is...
当の兄弟じゃないんでしょ？
Okay. You noticed.
そうだろうなって。ゆめみちゃんっていうよりもトシ君のちなみさんへの態度かな。
Okay, that's funny.
だって初 腹違いの妹ってことは、ちなみさんは腹違いの姉ってことになるんでしょ。そんな相手にしてはちょっとデレデレしすぎなんじゃないかなって思ってたんだ。
I wasn't fawning over her.
それで本当の関係はいとこあたり？
Yep.
なるほどね。でも安心した。まさかゆめみちゃんを選ぶとは思ってなかったけど。
Really?
うん。私的にはキリハが大本命で時点で雪崎先輩だと思っていたから。でもよかったよ、本当に。
I said.
私は私で頑張るから。トシ君もゆめみちゃんのことも AS のシナリオ執筆も頑張って。
Thank you. I'll also do my best for you, I said.
うん。あ、そういえば誰かに付き合ったって報告したの？
No, you're the first.
なんで私が一番なの？
Well, because you were my first love. Yumemi chapter part 1, but I'm sorry I couldn't control myself any longer. Done. I'm looking for a protagonist who has no other merits besides being ordinary and kind. Well, this is just the perfect fucking CG to use as the next thumbnail, isn't it? I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye.